Virgin Mary, the moment when Our Lady was carried body and soul into paradise. We also have a great day to celebrate this day of our Blessed Mother, to celebrate the aggregation of Brother Don into the Oratory. Now it's aggregation, not aggravation. That starts tomorrow. But aggregation basically means that a man becomes a full member for life in the Oratory of St. Philip Neri. Brother has completed his 3 years, actually it's more than 3 years of formation in the Oratory, and now becomes a permanent member of the Oratory. So it's a great day in the life of our community, and a great joy to celebrate this day and all that God has done and is doing and will do in the life of Brother Don. And so let us begin with him in our prayers and petitions in a particular way. In the name of the Father, and the Son, and the Holy Spirit. Amen. The Lord be with you. Everybody do it. Before I begin the homily about the Assumption, I thought it might be good, since we're celebrating the aggregation of Brother Don, to talk a little bit about what exactly he's doing. What are you doing? And a little bit about what it means to be an Oratorian and what the Heart of the Oratory is, which a lot of you already know from speaking with us and from the information that we've given out over these past few years. It's amazing to think that we first began 5 years ago. Actually, almost 6 years ago now. The idea first came about. It's pretty incredible to think all those years have gone by. But if you wanted to get to the heart of what the Oratory is all about, it's really rooted in one thing, the one rule of the community, and that is charity, which is another word for love. You see, in the Oratory, we don't, if you're familiar with other religious orders like Dominicans or Franciscans or whatever, they have vows, right? And at the end of their formation, they take what's called solemn vows. We don't call it solemn vows for a very particular reason. It's called aggregation, which basically, I didn't know this, but Brother Googled it yesterday and found out it means to become a member of a herd. It's a little bit of St. Philip's humor, going on with that idea. But it's called that because we don't take any extra vows, although we're called to live the evangelical counsels of poverty, chastity, obedience, and also a fourth one, stability. But St. Philip didn't want us to live those because we were bound by vows, by external or internal vows. He wanted us to live in poverty, chastity, obedience, and stability solely for love. And to choose it each day, not because of some compunction, but because we were choosing God and choosing one another and choosing our neighbor. He wanted us to choose love every day, and to do so because we wanted it. That's really the heart of it. Now, obviously, in the law of the church, you can't just escape once you make a final commitment. But really, the heart of all of it is love. And if you want to understand the Oratory and spirituality, why do we choose to do what we're doing? Why do we choose to stay in one place for the rest of our life, not to move around? We choose it out of love. First of all, the highest love in our life, which is our Lord, who has blessed us and raised us and given us so many gifts. And our life was meant to be, in some way, to offer a little return to Him, no matter how insignificant that may be, when we compare it to the great gifts that He gives to each one of us. But the first thing is to try in some way to offer something back to Him who has given us so much. The second reason we do it is out of love for one another as brothers in community. For we believe God has called us together in community to love one another, to help each other to grow, and to help each other, God willing, one day become holy, to become saints. And we realize that doing it with others is a lot easier than trying to do it all on your own, right? In fact, we can't do it on our own. And third, we do it out of love for you. We want to see you grow old. We want to see your children grow old. And we want to see your grandchildren and great-grandchildren grow. I'll be long gone before that. But we want to be with you every day throughout your life until the Lord calls either you or us home. We want to send you home to the Lord, and we want you to send us home to the Lord. We want to be with you until the end. So we do it out of love for you. That's the heart of the Oratory. That's why Brother is doing what he's doing right now. Out of love for God, out of love for us, and out of love for all of you. So if anybody asks you, what's the Oratory all about? You tell them, love. So how about this feast day that we have? It's a beautiful thing that today we celebrate the brothers' aggregation on the feast, on one of the beautiful feasts of the Blessed Mother, because St. Philip always said, when he was asked about the founder, he always said, I wasn't the founder. The Blessed Mother was the founder of the Oratory. So it's fortuitous that we're celebrating on this feast when Our Lady was carried home to heaven, body and soul. A lot of people don't realize that. Sometimes with the kids or with others, I'll ask them, so where is the Blessed Mother's body buried? Where is she buried? And they'll say, oh, well, a lot of them usually say, in the beginning, they'll first say, Italy. Just like when you ask them where Jesus is from, they always say Italy. I don't know why. I mean, Italy is great, but Jesus was from Jerusalem. From Israel. But anyway, so they'll say all sorts of things. Some of them will say from Israel, some of them will say from other parts. But the Blessed Mother isn't buried anywhere. And in fact, in the ancient days of the church, in the beginning of the church, there was a great tradition to mark places where famous people, where the apostles and the martyrs had lived, where they had died and all that, to mark it and to meet there, and eventually they built churches there. Well, there is no church dedicated to the burial ground of the Blessed Virgin Mother. No place that has ever claimed to hold the body of the Blessed Virgin Mary. Isn't that interesting? If she was buried, there would be a place like that. But never has there been a place like that. And there's one reason. Because there is no body on this earth. Her body is not here. In the West, this is called the Feast of the Assumption, when the Lord carried Mary's body and her soul into paradise. In the East, it's called the Dormition, where Mary's falling asleep to awaken in paradise. But either name recalls the same reality, that at the end of Mary's earthly life, God did not allow her body to experience the corruption of the tomb. Instead, he carried her completely home to heaven. We know that when we die, our souls will go before God for the judgment. And if we die in the state of grace, having received God's mercy, our souls will go to heaven. Or for a lot of us, we'll make a little pit stop in purgatory. So the Lord can purify us of the habits that still stick to us, right? Because we don't want to bring that junk into heaven with us. So the Lord's got to get rid of it. However, at the end of the world, our bodies will be joined again to our souls, and will be again body and soul. But Mary, like Jesus, doesn't have to wait until the end of the world, until the second coming of Christ. Both Mary and Jesus already have their physical resurrected bodies with their soul in paradise. We know this of the Lord, right? The Lord not only spiritually rose from the dead, his body rose from the dead. And his body and his soul ascended into heaven. And he gave that gift to his own mother. If you think about it, what an incredible gift that God has given to Mary. The Father would not allow the body of she who bore her Son, his Son, to experience corruption. Nor would Jesus, whom Mary carried within her for 9 months, or those arms who held him, or the cheeks that he kissed, he wouldn't allow any of her to experience the corruption of the tomb. So today we celebrate this gift. This gift is also a foreshadowing of what we will one day receive, when together at the very end, when all this is over, and we're all, God willing, together in paradise, we'll again be able to hold the hands that we held here on this earth, kiss the cheeks that we kissed while we were here on the earth, walk together as brothers and sisters with our physical bodies. But don't worry, you won't have the aches and the pains and all that kind of stuff. All that will be healed and purified. resurrected bodies joined to our souls, live as body and soul forever, without the corruption of the tomb, in paradise, together forever. Isn't that beautiful? Having partaken of this heavenly food, we beseech your mercy, Lord our God, that we who honor the Assumption of the Mother of God may be freed from every threat of harm, through Christ our Lord. Amen. Please be seated. Have mercy. Lord, have mercy. Christ, have mercy. Christ, have mercy. Lord, have mercy. Lord, have mercy. Christ, hear us. Christ, hear us. God, the Father of heaven, have mercy on us. God, the Son, Redeemer of the world, have mercy on us. God, the Holy Spirit, have mercy on us. Holy Trinity, one God, have mercy on us. Now our response is pray for us. Holy Mary, pray for us. Holy Mother of God, pray for us. Holy Virgin of Virgins, pray for us. Holy Mary, foundress of the Oratory of St. Philip Neri, pray for us. St. Philip Neri, pray for us. These are all titles of St. Philip Neri. Vessel of the Holy Spirit, pray for us. Child of Mary, pray for us. Apostle of Rome, pray for us. Counselor of hosts, pray for us. Voice of prophecy, pray for us. Man of primitive times, pray for us. Winning saint, pray for us. Hidden hero, pray for us. Sweetest of fathers, pray for us. Flower of purity, pray for us. Martyr of charity, pray for us. Heart of fire, pray for us. Discerner of spirits, pray for us. Choicest of priests, pray for us. Mirror of divine life, pray for us. Pattern of humility, pray for us. Example of simplicity, pray for us. Light of holy joy, pray for us. Image of childhood, pray for us. Picture of old age, pray for us. Director of souls, pray for us. Gentle guide of youth, pray for us. Patron of thy own, pray for us. Thou observed chastity in thy youth, pray for us. Who sought Rome by divine guidance, pray for us. Who hid so long in the catacombs, pray for us. Who received the Holy Ghost into thy heart, pray for us. Who experienced such wonderful ecstasy, pray for us. Who so lovingly served the little ones, pray for us. Who washed the feet of pilgrims, pray for us. Who ardently thirsted after martyrdom, pray for us. Who distributed the daily word of God, pray for us. Who turned so many hearts to God, pray for us. Who conversed so sweetly with Mary, pray for us. Who raised the dead, pray for us. Who set up thy houses in all lands, pray for us. Founder and father of the Red Back Oratory, pray for us. And our response is, spare us, O Lord. Lamb of God that takes away the sins of the world, spare us, O Lord. And our response is, gracious to hear us, O Lord. Lamb of God that takes away the sins of the world, gracious to hear us, O Lord. And our response is, have mercy on us. Lamb of God that takes away the sins of the world, have mercy on us. Christ, hear us. Christ, hear us. Remember thy congregation, which thou hast possessed from the beginning. Please be seated. My brother, what do you seek?
I seek to be aggregated into the Red Oratory of St. Philip Neri.
With what purpose do you come?
To serve God as a clerical brother under the rule of this family of St. Philip, until my life's end, and thus become known as a true son of our Holy Father, St. Philip.
Will you be obedient to me, the father of this community, and to my successors, and the other superiors of our community, with the spirit of joy and fraternal love?
With God's help, I will.
Will you obey the rule as interpreted and enforced by our community?
I will.
Will you continue to cultivate the spirit of this community, pursue its objectives, and make it your solemn duty to conform yourself to holy community?
That is my desire and my intention.
Will you resolve to remain in this community with an undivided heart for the rest of your life?
I do. This is what I desire with all my heart, and with God's help and the love of you, my brothers. This is my aim.
May you continue to serve our people, to love them, and give generously of your time and energy for their good and their salvation.
I will.
Will you set God above all else in your life, and keep him, your brothers, and your fellow men as the sole treasure which you seek?
He and they are my true treasure, and I seek no other riches than to love and serve him and my neighbor.
My dearest brother, with great joy of heart, I admit you into the society of this house. May God bring to completion the good work he has begun with you. In the name of the Father, and the Son, and the Holy Spirit. Amen. The Lord be with you. May Almighty God bless you, the Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit. Amen.
Go forth, glorifying the Lord by your life.
Thanks be to God. And after the Masters have some cake and some coffee to share, and you'll have some time to be able to speak about God and congratulate him personally right after the Mass. We'll have this in the Baptist. So I hope you can all stay and have a bite of cake and some coffee.